Erica, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
I am from Fort Worth, Texas, great state of Texas, and I was in the IT business prior to coming, IT industry prior to coming on board with maintenance engineering. Had done that for about 10, 12 years.
Great. Well, tell us the story on how this opportunity has enhanced your lifestyle.
Well, let me take a wonderful trip to a resort in Vancouver, British Columbia that I don't know that I would have been able to take otherwise. It just was really wonderful. We stayed in these tents. It was a resort, and we stayed in these tents, but it had a raised wooden floor, and they had all kinds of activities for us, and gourmet meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and just an outstanding time.
Now, you were able to take that trip based on some earned luxury dollars, is that correct? For
finishing 5th in the company that year prior, and the luxury dollars that I earned as a result.
So obviously this is something you probably wouldn't have done on your own, I would think, if you're given the opportunity.
No.
Okay.
It was a little pricey, but I was able to get it done with the luxury dollars I had. It was a trip of a lifetime.
Excellent, excellent. Well, tell us, maintenance engineering prides themselves on having probably the best product in the industry, bar none. How important is that to you when you're going out to see a customer?
It's absolutely very important, because if I didn't have a product that I believed in, I don't believe I'd still be here. And so I hear from my customers time and time again, especially when I call and repeat them at a phone rally session like here now, and they're always telling me I thank them for their business and they thank me for the great quality product.
Now, how long have you been here with us again?
April of 2010 is going to be 6 years.
6 years, okay. Now, in those 6 years, have you got any stories from customers that you can relate to us? Somebody who's had some great experiences with the product, or in particular?
One in particular that comes to mind is a lady she used to get a headache every day, and she had the regular cool white T12 bulbs in her office, and she gave me a try on these lamps, and this was September of 2007. And I followed up with her. She got our bulbs, followed up with her end of the year, so 3 months, not one headache. And I talked with her September of 2009, 2 years, not one headache.
No, that's great.
That is great. And she used to get a headache every day.
Wow. You solved the problem without doubt there. Mm-hmm. So, you mentioned your trip of a lifetime that you had. What other sales accomplishments have you been able to attain here, and what are you striving towards in the next coming years? Well,
being number 5 that year was I understand I've been the first lady to be in the top 5 in the history of the company, so hey.
That's an accomplishment, yes.
It's an accomplishment. I would like to be number 1. Who wouldn't? But I would like to be the first lady in the history of the company to be the number 1 field rep. That'd be an honor.
What do you see yourself having to do to get to that point?
Well, continue doing what I'm doing to help more people at it. Yeah.
Okay. And if you were to offer some advice to a young representative just starting with the company today, what would that be?
Some advice that I would offer would be not to give up, number 1, not to get discouraged, be persistent. I've had customers who may have made a purchase in my early years and didn't buy for 3 or 4 years, but I kept calling every 6 months, whatever, and he finally purchased again, and he said he thanked me for my persistence, not being pushy, but being persistent. Just continue to do what I've been taught, using the tools, having fun, and that's very important, to have fun, because I think we were talking earlier, and you had asked me how long I'd been with the company, or I had told you close to 6 years, and both of us were like, it just didn't seem that long. And I said, well, I must have been having fun.
I have a question in reference to referrals. We talk about referrals so much within the company, and how often do you sell referrals that you're able to obtain from either customers or people who you just speak with?
I have to be honest, the referrals is something I could probably do better with. You know, just ask for more referrals more than I do. So
The ones that you get, though, how often do you sell them? Percentage, just give a rough percentage. You're not looking for
a high
anything.
percent. A high percent. 80 plus.
Really?
If not more.
Yeah, that's an important issue. Then obviously we want to be looking at. So yeah. Well, excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.